cowbell. The Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bulldogs offense will come out first. Jesse, we don't get many of these types of runners anymore, it seems, but this offense is built around a guy who can carry the ball 30, 40 times if they need it. And he is every defensive coordinator's nightmare because it's only a matter of time with this guy before he's going to break the long one. He has incredible... Turning on the Jets! Oh, he got loose! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago, they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do, but look at this.
Wide open spaces. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thompson. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest. Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense will have its first possession of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And
there he goes. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy plays.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, we'll have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Yeah, and you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Harbor. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The offense is going to stay on the field. They'll take a pass on the 55-yard field goal attempt. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line. This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's not afraid to go deep. Catch and stride inside the 15.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
A first down run in the red zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So a drive there of 85 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a man. It's Chapin. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all the stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Give to the running back. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they are showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to... aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I like changing things up. I like trying new things. Handing it to the tight end, that's something you don't see very often. A little creativity. Now, it was negativity in the end, but I like the creative thought process of trying to get somebody else the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Smith. They make the stop, but how about the shot this sophomore quarterback took as he delivered the ball?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Mississippi State will put a foot to it to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And that was good defense again. And personally, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. To throw on first down off the play fake. Gets away from one. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. It's complete on the right side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Quick completion on the out route. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll run the screen. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
He's got it inside the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
It's a running room. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself, and he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Trying to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense that looks disinterested. They're trailing by 21 to Arkansas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, the ground game. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Sellers. He's going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete. And I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Bennett. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. If you don't see it right away, tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Heads and play by the QB.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to sneak it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
That makes the score South Carolina 14, Mississippi State 10.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but you got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
We reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Looking to throw it, Chapin. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mosley. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we've got to stay aggressive.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught over the middle. It's Mosley. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Rushes on him. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. Listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. In the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to give me a stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air, it's Sellers. The short hands, it's Bennett. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking downfield on first down. Flips it out to the back. Breaks the tackle. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
He's going to let it go. Catch inside the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy and it falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
That makes the score. South Carolina.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for room. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance as a coaching staff. Your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they did.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation
Hey, boy, why computer so fucking tough, bro?
Sorry, bro. You got one of the best teams on the team.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry, yeah. Not ashamed. Got
Really
that dub.
stop
Got
the
that
run.
dub though. Nah, Mississippi State nigga, they hurried up the whole time, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Niggas
I
ran
played
hurry
last
up
year.
non-stop, nigga.
Yeah, that shit is tough.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I played them last year.